All right, so how do you think your status or position influences others?
Well, I find myself in a coaching role a lot. So, a lot of what I do is developmental. So, I think the way in which I influence people is helping them achieve a potential inside of them that they either were unaware they had or know they have but can't get there. So, that's a lot of where I find myself influencing others.
Okay, cool. And if you didn't have your current title, how would you influence your followers?
If I didn't have a title, a lot of what my job is finding people who want to be in a particular spot and get there. And so I think I would just have to find other people. I don't need a title to do what I'm doing. It helps, but I think if people see that you have the ability to listen and care for them well and get them somewhere they want to be, then you're a leader no matter what. You don't have to have a title to be a leader.
Mm-hmm. Cool. How important is it to be likable in order to be an effective leader?
I think it's very important, especially in what I'm doing. It's very important. But I've seen people not be likable and still be effective leaders, but it doesn't really help them in the long run. They tend to not breed the most reliable necessarily people, but it's people who act out of fear. And I don't think that builds anyone up. I think if you were to be a good leader, you would need to be likable, but I don't think that bears any credence. Sometimes some of the most effective leaders in my life I didn't necessarily like, but they pushed me to get to where I wanted to be. In the end, I was grateful for them, not because they were mean to me, but they pushed me.
Okay. And what important traits do you feel a successful leader should possess?
Patience.
Okay.
You should definitely be patient if you are going to be a good leader. You need to know what your people are doing in order to be a good leader. Some of the most frustrating bosses I've had in my life have been people who tell me what to do but don't know what I need to do it. So there's no training involved. I have to learn everything on my own, and then I'm punished for not doing it well, even though they don't know what well is in their mind. But I think to be a good leader, you need to be patient. You need to be able to teach your people what they need to know in order to get where they need to go. And I think there needs to be a level of care and concern for their development. Like that goes with the training I just said. Like you need to be invested and involved with it. But again, like as a leader, you're going to have a completely different job role. So you can't spend your entire time doing that. But I think the people under you are going to appreciate the fact you've spent time helping them get there.
Yeah.